Welcome back to ETF.com Live. My name is Dave Nottig, Managing Director here at ETF.com. Had another great question on today's ETF.com Live chat, which was, what term would I get rid of if we could just eliminate it from the vocabulary? And I came up with something, but it's a little bit tricky. I think we overuse the terms alpha and beta, and we assume everybody knows what we mean. Now, I don't have a better set of words for these two concepts, but I thought I would at least take a shot at explaining what we mean by these and why they're important for you as an investor. So let's start with beta. Beta simply is the measurement of correlation between a security, say an ETF, and a benchmark, say the S&P 500 or the market. So for instance, if you had, say, the sector spider for utilities, XLU, you could measure its beta versus the broad market. And let's say that was 1.0. What would that mean? That would mean for every 1% move in the broad market, you would expect XLU to go up 1%. If its beta was 0.5, well, you'd expect it to be a little less sensitive to what's going on in the market. So if the market went up 1%, you would expect XLU to go up 0.5%. You could have it be negative as well. You might have a counter-correlated asset. Sometimes gold is counter-correlated to the market. So maybe on a given measurement period, it would have a negative beta of -1. That would mean for every 1% move in the market, you'd expect it to go down 1%, and vice versa. If the market went down 1%, you'd expect it to go up 1%. That's great. That gives you an opportunity to diversify, putting uncorrelated assets together. And so we use beta, and if you go to the fund pages like ETF.com/XLU, you'll see a measurement of beta relative to the broad market, and that gives you a sense of the relative volatility and sensitivity of a given ETF. And then there's alpha. So if beta is explaining the amount of return relative to the market, alpha is telling you the unexpected part. What is this fund doing that can't be explained by market movement? So you could have a fund that, say, had a beta of 1, like on any given day, it's going to go up or down with the market, but its actual returns over time for that given level of risk might be better. That would be alpha. So let's say instead of the market going up 1% and the fund going up 1%, it went up 1.5. Well, that extra half would be considered alpha. That's the part that's not explained by market movement. So beta can be a really useful measurement of relative risk, and alpha can be used as a measurement of that outperformance potential. It tends to get used when we're talking about things like smart beta funds, things that are tweaking the market to try to get that extra risk-adjusted performance, or an active manager, which is really where these terms first started, trying to explain the performance of active management. I hope that helps. We'll see you next week.